Hey peeps, Candace here with Cam's Only One Life. A big shout out to the ladies over at Boho Daydreams on the Facebook group over there. I am loving that group. I just joined, but I've never participated this much in a group, so this is right up my alley. I hope you guys go check it out. Anyways, I received from a gal named Debbie a bunch of material, and so I wanted to go ahead and make a journal with that. And I've never done a boho journal. I've never done anything with a lot of cloth in it, so I'm really excited to show this to you. This is one of my dangles from the store. When I made this, I thought, oh, I love this one so much. It was one of my favorites. I thought, well, if it doesn't sell within a week or two, I'm just going to keep it. And so the opportunity came for me to put it on this journal. So that's that. And then this also was in my store. And so I just attached that on the side. So all the material here, 90% of it here came from this gal Debbie. And I've been doing scripture writing for a couple of months now, and I decided I wanted to make a journal for Ephesians. So in this journal, there is no pockets, no tuck spots, because this is specifically for writing. These on top here, these are just for looks. I wanted a little bit more foofiness. I had this big old ribbon on here like this. But then when I took a picture of it, I didn't think it looked very good, especially with this dangle on the side. So anyways, let's go through. You can see that this is just the material, and I chose this material. This piece here is from my collection, and I had just pulled some out. I even used all my little leftovers. After I made it, I felt like it was too monochromatic, so I added this dragonfly because it just pops off the page. And you can see that on the back. It does the same. This trim came from her as well. So I had a bunch of coffee stained paper in my closet that I had done probably 2 or 3 years ago and never used it. So I pulled that out finally. This lace here is the same as this, and this was like super white, like white. And so I tried spraying it with some Lindy's, and this came out too dark for the front, but it looks really good for this page. The other one has green. So here's some more of that material with just a journaling spot on it, and you can see that a lot of the pages have sewn on them. I sewed them. I decided to get my sewing machine out. My husband came home. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you're sewing." I'm so happy because his mom sews all the time. So, but this is just the other side of that piece of material, and you can see that I've just sewn mostly for looks, but sometimes I actually sewed it to put the paper on. There's that beautiful lady that I got from Debbie. And then here's this is glued on here. I used a lot of Aleene's no-sew glue. That stuff is like steel. It's amazing. Okay. This was actually a pamphlet, a sales pamphlet from Graphic 45, and it's so pretty. It's such a pretty piece of paper. It says Princess on this side. This is actually the edge of this piece of material. I liked how it was frayed, so I just stuck it on there with some of that glue. Here's a piece out of a magazine, and I just like the flowers, and I just, once in a while, I don't do a lot of magazine clipping. We have chickens, and so I just ripped that out of a magazine, and I'm probably going to put a picture of my grandson with the chickens in there. But mostly this will be for me to write out Ephesians. This is just the other side of that flower. so I'll probably end up putting a picture on there. But you can see these materials are absolutely gorgeous. There's the other side of the Graphic 45, and that was my store. I used to own Only One Life Creations. Here is some more fabric, and I love this one. This is almost like really, really close to my favorite color. I love sage green, and this is definitely a darker sage green, but it's definitely that green that I like so much. There's some old pages out of a book that someone had sent me. The other side of that Graphic 45. This is something I just took out of a magazine. I thought this lady, and this little fairy lady with the wings, she was so cute. And green is my favorite color, so I just drew my eye in. And then that's just the other side of it, which I'll probably cover up. This here came from, it was a Gutenberg journal that you make yourself. And so I've had it forever, this do-it-yourself journal book, and I finally opened it up and I used some of the things in there. I liked the edge on this piece, and so that's all it is that's there because of the edge of this, and so I'll probably put pictures there. There's some more of that Graphic 45. So a lot of this is just going to be for eye candy. This is a little closer to my favorite color here. And then that's some more of that paper, that ephemera paper that someone sent me. This is a piece of a 1959 Life magazine, and I used to run a mail art swap group over at Your Paper Pantry. Great place to swap, guys, if you're interested. yourpaperpantry.com. But this caught my eye when I was looking through my things because I love stamps and just mail art and stamps and things like that. This is actually from my stash, but you can see that I stuck the little bits from the other other things that I had, like the leftovers. I tried not to waste anything. And then here's some more flowers. I just love these flowers. And so I just clipped this together. If I need the rest of this piece of paper, I can use it. If I run out of room, I can just take that clip off. Here's some more of that material. Oh, I just fell in love with this. This is definitely, to me, eye candy. This was out of that Gutenberg. I just sewed it on and glued it. And then some leftovers from the other pieces I glued on there. And again, I can take this and use that if I need more room for writing. And then this is just the back side. And you can see that I either glued or stapled or sewed ribbon to the edge. Some ribbons and laces to the edge to give it that edge. That's just super pretty. There's not even a closure for this. I want to keep this fairly flat. I don't expect to put a lot of stuff in here, like add a lot to it because it's for writing, like I said. And so there's my very first boho journal. I really enjoyed making this. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. And I hope you guys try it. I'm going to post this over at the Facebook group. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you're having a great week. And we'll see you on YouTube and elsewhere.